I'm Dale Williams, and this is the Sports Visions television show. Due to the coronavirus pandemic, the 5th annual Female Athlete of the Year luncheon that was scheduled for April 16th this year has been rescheduled to June 11th at 11:30 a.m. at St. Luke United Methodist. And for those out there that want to be involved in this great event, you can call Dale Williams at 706-681-5192, or you can call DJ Jones at 706-681-1136. And here's some highlights from last year's Female Athlete of the Year luncheon.
Sports Vision Award Luncheon for female athletes, and I'm talking to Valencia Mitchell with AFLAG. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. It's such an honor.
Yes, and you're going to be empowering and encouraging the ladies, the female athletes here today. So let us know what you're going to be bringing to the ladies today.
So today I plan to talk to the young ladies and share just some words of wisdom and lessons learned over the course of my journey, both as an athlete, former athlete, but as well as a business professional. I truly believe that the principles and the philosophies that you learn as an athlete translates over not only into your professional life, but also your personal life. So that's what I'm gonna share today with the ladies.
You are the woman for the job. Athlete, and I can see that in your physique. So tell us, what was your sport?
My sport was basketball, but it's very interesting, and I'm going to talk about this when I speak to the young ladies. I discovered a hidden passion of mine 18 years ago in endurance sports. So I am still very much so an active marathon runner, and then also I dabbled into triathlons about 7 years ago.
Oh, that's amazing. Awesome. We are proud of you.
I'm happy to be here.
I know they're going to love you because I'm already feeling it right now. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're watching Sports Vision, Athlete Luncheon for Females.
Good afternoon, everyone. What an incredible opportunity this is to share some words of wisdom to my fellow female athletes and recognize your amazing accomplishments. I would like to start by congratulating all of you for making it to this milestone. Everyone within your sphere of influence is extremely proud of the hard work, commitment you have given to your athletic, but as well as your academic achievements. I'm inspired to see so many young women passionate about sports and the personal growth that comes from it. I'm here today, being a female athlete was an essential part to my personal development as a young woman, a business professional, and now as a leader. I started playing basketball as a child and grew to love the sport so much that I kept playing through high school and AAU Summer League. My success in high school eventually led me to a crossroad, having to decide to continue my basketball career at the collegiate level or focus on academics. I remember the conversation very clearly with my parents at the kitchen table. And one of the things that I appreciated is that they guided me, but they allowed me to make that decision. And so I remember like that conversation took place like yesterday. I actually decided to forego my basketball career and concentrated on pursuing a Bachelor's of Science degree in electrical engineering. Over the years, by the grace of God, I've maintained my athleticism and discovered, believe it or not, 18 years ago, a hidden passion for endurance sports. Specifically, participating in marathons and triathlons. As I look at this room of young women, I am extremely excited about the opportunities that lie ahead for all of you. Today's workplace is poised for women to demonstrate leadership, courage, vision, creativity, and character. With focus, hard work, dedication, perseverance, there is no limits to what you can do and achieve. As an example, at AFLAC, women are in some of the highest executive positions within the organization. Our president, general counsel, human resources, and brand marketing vice presidents are all female leaders among a host of others. And it's not just AFLAC. There are female business leaders today. And like you, many of them participated in sports. Then I actually share some stats with you that I was actually pretty impressed by. In 2015, a study of female C-suite executives found an undeniable correlation between athletics and business success. 52% of the C-suite level execs surveyed played sports at the university level. Over half played sports at the university level. In that same study, 80% of female Fortune 500 executives played competitive sports at one point in their lives. Also, the women featured in the 2007 Fortune list of most powerful women are no exception. 65% of the respondents played sports competitively, either at the high school or college level. That is an amazing correlation between what the power of sports can do for you personally, but not only professionally. I truly believe the philosophies you learn throughout your athletic career will help you excel in life. Looking back, I can recall several lessons learned from my former basketball days and endurance sports endeavors, which has helped me become a good human being and a successful businesswoman. First, my competitive spirit has enabled me to understand that everything is not about winning or coming in first. In the workplace and in life, there are times where you will win, and there will be times where you fall short of your goal. Learning how to accept and navigate through loss is what builds character. And character is what will help you succeed in life. Accepting and overcoming adversity will prepare you for the world. Things will not come easy. While you learn as an athlete, what you learn as an athlete will help you push beyond disappointment. Having the ability to turn undesirable situations into positive outcomes will ultimately set you up to succeed. My second lesson learned is the power of collaboration. As all of you here in this room have experience, you win as a team. The combination of everyone's individual strengths and effort is what leads to victory and success. The same philosophy applies to every phase of your life. Embrace the idea that each person brings their own unique talents, abilities, and ideas to the task at hand, which leads to success. My teammate sitting at table 3 is a perfect example of how you continue to build support around your teams. So they're here today supporting me. One of my favorite quotes, teamwork is the ability to work together towards a common vision. The ability to direct individual accomplishments towards an organizational objective. It is the fuel that allows common people to attain uncommon results. That is a powerful quote because it really is the perfect articulation of what collaboration and teamwork means. The third lesson is the importance of discipline and a strong work ethic. We all can relate to the importance of a strong work ethic by participating in some type of athletic activity. It's not just getting out on the field, track, court, or pool and playing the game. You have to practice and train several times a week to learn the skills needed to play the game. The same level of discipline and maintaining routines apply to the professional arena as well. Fine-tuning your skills via professional development and training classes, being punctual, and managing your time effectively are all the results of having a strong work ethic, which is the result of being disciplined. The last lesson learned I would like to share with you is regarding the power of influence. The lasting impact you can have on others. Whether it's a simple thank you, I appreciate you, apologizing when it's warranted, or providing encouragement to someone who needs just a little push. Never underestimate the impression never underestimate the impression you can have on someone else. Throughout my athletic endeavors and professional career, I value the advice of my parents, coaches, teammates, mentors, friends, and training partners. Without their guidance, I might not be where I am today. Remember, these are the people who have invested and poured into you to become a better player and become an even better person. In closing, celebrate your achievements today, but know that there are just the first of many to come in the years ahead. Sports is an amazing tool to have in your toolbox. It will help you navigate personally, from an academics perspective, and from a professional perspective, a long life's journey. Along with faith, sports will help keep you centered and grounded. I am so honored to have the opportunity to share a few words with you today, to inspire you to continue to push forward, and know that whatever decisions that you make, you have the support and the backing of all the people that sit with you alongside at your table. Congratulations again. We are proud of you and thank you for this opportunity.
Do you owe the IRS or state more than $10,000 in back taxes? Well, you can stop stressing right now. At Blue Tax, our team of tax professionals will remove bank levies and wage garnishments fast. Stop all collection activity immediately. And negotiate a settlement on your entire tax debt. You could end up paying way less than you owe. 800-835-6030 for a free consultation. That's 800-835-6030. And remember, you heard it from me, Max, at Blue Tax. Wow!
Bus is coming in 10 minutes. Come eat breakfast. Hey, watch the homework.
Do you know if it's supposed to rain?
Where's my gray hat? Where did you leave it?
It's your body.
What time does practice end today?
I like that headband. It really makes a statement.
Are you gonna wear this to work? Let's go, bus is here.
Liberty Utilities natural gas. So reliable, you'll forget we're there.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treat sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
We think you would really shine in the Aflac program.
Aflac? Coach Saban, we have health insurance.
Did health insurance pay for everything?
No. We still have bills.
Aflac gives you money directly to help with those.
Aflac?
And your deductibles, knee brace, whatever you choose.
Aflac sounds like a winner.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
We try.
Get help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover. Get to know us at aflac.com.
For all of your tire and service needs, be sure to visit Complete Tire and Service, 3109 Victory Drive in Columbus. For your convenience, we have a 20,000 square foot state-of-the-art building, premium environment to the customer. For workstations, Wi-Fi, we carry Bridgestone, Firestone, Falcon, and Continental. Our managers have over 125 combined years in the industry. We have 24/7 commercial roadside assistance, DOT inspections, complete automotive services. Our phone number is 706-940-0982. Be sure to visit Complete Tire and Service, 706-940-0982.
Dishes. Not pretty in your sink. Not pretty on your house. Weather interference. Also not a pretty picture. And those long-term contracts and early cancellation fees. The fine print is pretty ugly. With Beam, there are no contracts, channels you want, high-speed internet, and no data caps. And above all, local customer service. Now that's pretty. Ask us today about our contract buyout special in cable and internet bundles. Beam, we're powered by you.
And welcome back to Sports Visions. And don't forget to save this date. This year, the 13th annual Sports Vision High School football luncheon that will be scheduled December the 10th at 11:30 at St. Luke United Methodist. Over the years, we've had some great speakers from Dabo Swinney to Nick Saban to even Mayor Eddie Lowe. Here's some highlights from that event.
Fundamentals that I've learned along the way in my journey that have kind of become the foundation of my life, and the things that I try to instill in our team as we go through everybody's journey, because it's a new journey every year. There's always new people coming through the door, and these are the things that I've applied to my life, and they're kind of fundamentals for excellence, if you will. And so I'm going to talk through those, and hopefully some of these things you can get something out of it. But the very first thing I wrote down is you got to set some goals. And you young people that are sitting in here, you know, I hope that you'll listen because, you know, I've been 16. I've been 17, I've been 18, I've been 19, I've been 20, I've been 21, I've been 20. I'm pretty sure none of you young people in here have been 48. I'm pretty sure of that. All right, and so hopefully you guys will take note of some of these things. But the first thing is you got to set some goals. You know, you can't just be a person that wakes up every day and just tries to figure out what the day is going to be. You got to have some purpose. You've got to have some purpose in what you're trying to do, a vision for what you want your life to look like. And the way you do that is you set some goals. And you put a date on it. A goal is a dream with a date attached to it. You've got to be specific, all right? And when you do set those goals, you got to dream big. That's one thing. If you ask my team right now, listen, we're going to dream. Let's dream extravagantly, right? You know, I got this job 9 years ago, and I'm like, listen, when I got the job, I said, this is going to be the winningest decade in Clemson football history. That's what I see. That's what I see. You got to set. So I put a date out there. We're fixing to have the winningest decade in Clemson football history. Well, we just had our 88th win against Miami. It's the winningest decade in Clemson football history. And we still got a couple years to go. All right? Oh, by the way, that was my number at Alabama, too. I'm just saying. I don't know if it has anything to do with it. But you gotta set some goals. You got to dream big. The Bible says that if you fail to dream, you will lose your vision. And without vision, man shall perish. So you have to dream. You have to dream. But here's something I want to say to you about your goals. It's one thing to write down some goals. I want to lose 10 pounds, whatever it may be. Your commitments have to be greater than your goals. All right, okay, here's your goals, but what are your commitments to achieving those goals? That's what matters. Okay, and so it's a daily focus. You know, your goals are your big picture objectives of what you want to do, but what's your daily focus? What's your formula day in and day out to help you achieve those things? I think that is so important as you set those goals, and you got to be willing to take some risks. When I walked on at Alabama at 170 pounds, I took some risk. All right? I took a lot of risk. You've got to be willing to take some risks along the way to achieve your goals. It's so important that you do that. When I became the head coach at Clemson, I wrote down our team goals, because here's the thing. I think as you set goals and you achieve goals, you have to reset. All right? So when I got the job, I came in and I said, all right, here's our team goals at Clemson. You know, I felt like that these were worthy goals at Clemson. Maybe if I'd have been at another school or something like that, my goals might have been different. But at Clemson, I said, you know what? Here's going to be our 5 goals. Put them on the wall. We want to win the opener. We want to win the division. We want to win the state championship. We want to win the ACC. And we want to win the bowl game. And I said, now, guys, one of these days, we're going to hit all 5 of them goals. And when we do, we'll win it all. But these are worthy goals. We're not going to hit all 5 of them goals every year, but I promise you, these goals are set up to challenge us to be the best we can be at Clemson. And so we go through that process. Some years we hit 3 out of 5, hit 4 out of 5. And then all of a sudden in 2015, same goals, and they changed. The rules were different in 2009 when I got the job. It was the BCS and all that stuff.
Back home, we won the national championship. We want to have a celebration for Coach Saban and his family for winning a national championship. So when I was growing up, I met Miss Terry. She was in the 7th grade. I was in the 8th grade. We met at science camp. I don't know how I got picked to go to science camp from my school. We went to different schools. All right, so I always liked her. I always wanted to go out with her. And she would have absolutely nothing to do with me, nothing at all, because I was country. White socks, tennis shoes, grease under my fingernails. All right, and she was from the city. And they had penny loafers and Izod sweaters. And, we never saw any of that kind of stuff where I grew up. So she always had this boyfriend named Mickey Schaefer. So she'd never go out with me. So finally, when I was a senior and we were doing really well in football, she finally went out with me. But I go back for this celebration, and I find out that Mickey Schaefer has a service station. So I say, man, I am not going to miss the opportunity to drive Miss Terry by and show her where she might have ended up, or should have ended up with him. So we're going to the celebration, and I kind of veer off and go the wrong way, and she said, where are you going? And I said, I want to show you something. So we drive by his place, and I say, see, this is where your boy Mickey Schaefer is now. That's where you'd have been if you'd ended up with him. She said, if I'd ended up with him, he'd be the head coach at Alabama now. But I would like to congratulate all the players all right, that are here. Obviously, you guys did a lot of hard work. We're very committed to what you did, to being a good teammate, and you had a lot of success individually and hopefully collectively on your team. And you're obviously here to be honored today, and I'd like to congratulate all those guys. And I'd also like to congratulate all the coaches for what you do to help these young men have an opportunity to be more successful in life because of the lessons that they can learn through you, from you, in terms of your leadership. And I want you to know that I appreciate what you do more than you could ever know, because my high school coach, other than my parents, probably had the greatest impact on me and my future based on some of the lessons that I learned when I was 14, 15, and 16 years old that helped me have a chance to go get an education and have a chance to have some opportunity to take advantage of and hopefully create some success in my life and something that I enjoy doing. So for every coach out there, I want you to know that what we do right now is probably more important than ever, because young people don't get the opportunities to have a chance to learn things that they learn from something they enjoy doing in a competitive type of environment, which may not get created in some other place in their life. So I think it's really important what you do, and I certainly appreciate that more than you know. You know, I get asked the question a lot, you know, what does it take to win? What does it take to be successful? And, you know, people talk about preparation. They talk about having a good game plan. They talk about having a foolproof system on offense, defense, and special teams. They talk about having ability to adjust in the game at halftime or whatever. But really the most important thing in being successful and the most important thing that it takes to win is you have to have the right mindset in the people in your organization. And that starts with everybody in the organization knowing exactly what their vision is, knowing exactly what they want to accomplish, and knowing exactly what they want to do. And I'm talking about individuals now. You know, everybody says all the time there's no I in team, but there is an I in win. And that stands for the individuals and the sense of urgency that they have in terms of their commitment to what they need to do to accomplish the vision that they have as an individual, not just as a team. And that's really what I'm talking about now. So whatever you want to accomplish, and I have every player on our team come in when they get there, and I say, I want to know what your goals are for what you want to accomplish while you're here at the University of Alabama. And I want the guy to say, I want to get an education, I want to graduate from school and develop a career off the field, and I want to play in the NFL someday. That's the two things that I want the guy to say. Because we're going to define, and we have a defined, everybody calls it the process, this is what you have to do to accomplish these things. And that's what everybody's got to be committed to, and that's what your behavior has to correspond so that the habits have to correspond so that your behavior is helping you do the things you need to do to have a chance to be successful. Who do you need to work with? What kind of discipline do you have to have, which is probably the most important thing. Because the third part of that is you want to do these things, here's what you have to do it. No different than any of us wanting to lose 10 pounds. That's our goal. Slim Fast tells you exactly what you can eat every day, every meal, every plan, everything you have to do. It's not an issue, that's the process, that's what we have to do. Discipline to execute it every day, that's where we all struggle. What is discipline? I'm sure there's some sign up in every one of these high schools around here that says discipline is doing what you're supposed to do, when you're supposed to do it, the way it's supposed to get done, do the right thing, the right way, the right time, all the time. But self-discipline I define as this. Here's something I know I'm supposed to do that I really don't want to do. Can you make yourself do it? Over here, there's something you know you're not supposed to do, but you want to do it. Can you keep yourself from it? So if you can make those two choices, and we make them 100 times a day, all of us, in terms of all the things that we get confronted with, if you can make those choices and decisions and have the discipline to do those things, then you'll be able to stay on the path of what you have to do to accomplish the goals that you have, no different than that diet that we talked about. Because what you have to overcome to be successful is feeling versus choice. How many times as parents out there or as coaches do you hear people say, young people say, I don't feel like studying, I don't feel like going to class today. I don't feel like getting up and going to work. I don't feel like practicing. It's not about what you feel like doing. If you have a goal and something that you want to accomplish, then you have to choose to do the things that you need to do to accomplish the goal. You can't do what you feel like doing, because those behaviors don't always match up. Don't tell me you want to play in the NFL. Don't tell me you want to graduate, and then I bring you in my office and your behaviors don't match that up. You're not going to class, and you say you don't feel like practicing. So those behaviors don't match up to do the things you need to do to accomplish the goals that you have. And all of us have to, at some point in time, make these choices and decisions based on our vision or based on our circumstance.
You are very, very special. In order to be able to play high school football is a one-in-a-lifetime opportunity. You just noticed I acknowledged him 41, 42 years ago. We were in high school. That time is going to fly. But you're special because you are able to participate in something that takes a lot of hard work. It takes a lot of dedication. It takes a lot of sacrifice. And you're special because everybody can't do that. When it's 100 degrees, 90 degrees, and the coaches is on your back and you're having to run all these wind sprints, it's 100-degree weather, you think the coach is making you run 100 hundreds on the time, and you're so tired and you're bending over and you look up, you think you see Jesus coming, or at least you hope he's coming to take you out of your miseries. But you are really special to be able to do that, and also to focus on your schoolwork, which is very, very important. And that's sometimes what people discount about you, because everybody can't do that. You're special because of that, of what you do and what you do for the coaches and for your community. But you're also special because of a region, as Skip and I always talk about, one region, of to be able to live in these communities that have people that really care about you. You're special because of that. Because these people do not have to do it, but they realize the importance of it for this region because they care about you. And when people honestly, sincerely care about you, there's a certain way you should respond. There's a certain way you should act. And you should always do that with dignity, because you have people who care about you. Remember, you're special. You should always show your class, as my head football coach from college would always say, show your class. And what is that? Always being the person you need to be, being where you need to be, doing the right thing. And I'm old school, saying yes, sir, and no, sir. Yes, ma'am, and no, saying no, sir. Being special, showing your class, doing what your teachers tell you, being obedient to your teachers, to your coaches. Remember, you're special. You're also special because people look up to you, young people, old people, because you're doing something that is so special that everyone can't do. That's why you don't have everybody rushing to do it, because it takes a lot of, as I stated, dedication. It takes a lot of sacrifice. And having to go to practice every day is hard. But guess what? All these people in here who works, getting up to go to work every day, guess what? It's hard. And there are days you don't want to go to practice. And I'm going to admit this, there are days I don't want to go to work. But guess what? Because of the equipment, being equipped and trained to go to practice makes it easier for me to go to work, because your day is coming. Remember, you're special. And all of us are on a team. You're on a team, some way, form, or fashion. We're all on teams. But you're also special because you're learning this, and I know your coaches are teaching you this and coaching you this. You're special because when you're on a team, you think about the team. You don't think about yourself. In other words, you show true humility, which is a great trait to have when you get out here in this real world. You show true humility. And what is true humility? I'm glad you asked. True humility is not thinking less of yourself, but it's thinking of yourself less. In other words, you're putting the team before you do yourself. True humility. Because in order for any of us, and some of you all have heard me say this, individually and collectively, the quickest way to get ahead and be successful is to build the people up around you. Quickest way as a team. To be able to have a good team, players, you have to think and play for your players, the other players. You think and play for your coach. Because why? The quickest way to be successful is to build those people up around you, individually as well as collectively. So you're special because you're learning that. And you're learning it at the right age, because when you go on other teams to provide for people that are dependent on you, as you've learned about your players that are dependent on you, you learn to give of yourself with true humility, where you think of others more than you do yourself. Build the people up around you to be successful. And you are so special because you have that opportunity, one in a lifetime, to play high school football. Once in a lifetime to be able to play football, period. And to the ones that go into a higher level, the same thing applies. And you're so special because you're smart. Because again, with all the things that you have to make split decisions out there on that field and changing defenses and offenses, making check, you have to do it within a split second. But everybody can't do that. You can do that and maintain your dignity and your morals and your character. And that's why you're special. And I want to say this to the coaches, you're special also. Because I know how it is with players. It takes a lot of time. And you're doing it for the right reason. But these are three things I want to encourage the coaches to keep, and you have it. And I call them 3 C's to help develop these young men. The first thing is you continue to give them compliments, sincere compliments on what they have done correctly. Continue to give them those. The second thing is to continue to give them confidence. Now, let me clarify this. Confidence is where you encourage people and you let them know that they can become and do what you're asking them to do. Continue to give them the confidence. But the third C is the most important one. And this is the one I want you to underline, put a circle around, and put ditto marks around them. You have to really care about your players. Because if you don't care, they can see through you. And if you don't care, you can't compliment them sincerely. And if you don't care, you can't give them confidence sincerely. But now let me tell you this, and players, you need to understand this. That caring doesn't always come in lovey-dovey, rubbing your back and patting you on the head. That love sometimes coming to have to, hit you on the bottom. And I don't know whether you can do this, forgive me, but now back in our days, they could grab your face mag and pull you 10 yards. Some of that is caring. But coaches continue to give them those 3 C's. Sincere compliments, confidence, and the most important one is to care. And remember, coaches, players, you are so special because you only get one in a lifetime to do something that is extraordinary. Thank you all so much. I told you I was going to be like Marilyn Monroe. I'm not going to keep you long. Thank you.
Should planning your travel be more stressful than staying at home? Of course not. Here at Lumpkin Travel, our VIP service makes traveling easy and fun.
Girls Trip!
We've helped serve thousands of people and families experience their dream vacation by taking the hassle out of travel.
Thank you.
We book your flight, reserve your hotel, and make sure you have a stress-free vacation so you can enjoy every moment of it.
Thank you.
We even help you choose different activities that you're guaranteed to enjoy. And the best part is, we find you the best price at no extra charge for you. Actually, 95% of customers save money and time by booking with Lumpkin Travel. So start thinking about your dream vacation. Wherever you want to go, whatever you want to do, we'll make it happen for you. As easy as 1, 2, 3. Call today or log on and set up your vacation of a lifetime with Lumpkin Travel, your travel agent for life.
E&S Men's Clothing Warehouse has been your most trusted name in men's fashion for more than 50 years. We've offered the area's best selection of top quality, name brand suits, accessories, and casual wear at the most competitive prices around. Customer service is our top priority. We're the professionals generations have trusted for the best quality and absolutely the best deals. We are E&S Men's Clothing Warehouse. We are simply the best.
Come into Chester's Barbecue for our world-famous mouth-watering ribs, smoked fresh on our grill daily. Or try one of our barbecue pork plates with fresh sides. Chester's has delicious sandwich combos to choose from that are sure to please. We also serve tempting home-cooked favorites. And don't forget to take home your own bottle of great sauce. Chester's Barbecue, serving the best food at the best price, with 3 locations to serve you.
Hey, my name is George, and I love the Chick-fil-A grilled nuggets. It's like me grilling at home. It tastes very similar to that, except the seasoning. I probably can't season it as well as Chick-fil-A does. The chicken's super tender, and honestly, the best nuggets I've ever tasted.
My name is Meredith, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese is the oven-toasted, cheesy top layer. If home had a flavor, it would be Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese. I'm passionate about it.
People know Aflac, but not what they do. So we're answering their questions.
Aflac is auto insurance, right?
No.
Is it homeowner's insurance?
No.
Is it duck insurance?
Nope.
Do they pay me money directly when I get sick or injured?
Yeah! Aflac! You got it! You know Aflac.
Boom!
Get help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover. Get to know us at Aflac.com.
For all of your tire and service needs, be sure to visit Complete Tire and Service, 3109 Victory Drive in Columbus. For your convenience, we have a 20,000 square foot state-of-the-art building, premium environment to the customer. For workstations, Wi-Fi, we carry Bridgestone, Firestone, Falcon, and Continental. Our managers have over 125 combined years in the industry. We have 24/7 commercial roadside assistance, DOT inspections, complete automotive services. Our phone number is 706-940-0982. Be sure to visit Complete Tire and Service, 706-940-0982.
Gear up for fall at Academy Sports and Outdoors.
Hello, everybody. I'm DJ Jones. You might know me from my athletic career at Carver High School, University of Georgia, or my sports broadcasting career. I know a lot of people. But when it comes to an attorney I trust, I call Forrest B. Johnson.
I'm Forrest Johnson of Forrest B. Johnson & Associates. And I want to let you know how proud we are to be a part of your community, a part of the Columbus community and the Phoenix, Alabama community. Consider us first. When you or any member of your family has been involved in an automobile accident, remember, car wreck, get a check.
Call now, 706-223-5381.
And that's all the time that we have for today. And we just like to thank you all from DJ to Loretta Rose. Thank you for watching Sports Visions. See you next week.